A while back, I posted a video called Life Changing Multiple Sclerosis Supplement. I didn't know at the time just how big of a shift it would be. My MS has completely changed. I wish I could say I discovered it, but the truth is, Angela did. She shared it during one of our live chats on Patreon. A story about her and her mom taking niacin. Both of them flushed hard. They weren't expecting it. It was also funny. Sounded a little scary, but you know me. I had to dig deeper. So I started researching. Niacin, nicotinamide, NAD+, microglia, myelin debris, and I found something that changed everything for me.
After an MS attack, oligodendrocyte precursor cells, OPCs, try to repair damaged myelin, but often they can't. Not because they're broken, but because myelin debris blocks the repair process. But there's more to the story. Over time, OPCs can lose their ability to remyelinate, especially in chronic MS lesions. But that doesn't mean the potential is gone forever. They struggle when the environment becomes too toxic, when inflammation doesn't shut off, when debris builds up, signaling breaks down, and the cleanup crew can't keep up. That's why remyelination often fails. But it's also where the opportunity lies. That's where niacin comes in. Niacin activates microglia, the brain's cleanup crew. It clears debris, restores homeostasis, and unlocks the full potential of OPCs again.
I've had MS for over 20 years. I was diagnosed in 2004. And the biggest mystery to me has always been, why don't we remyelinate? Seriously, if we figure that out, would there even be a disease anymore? I know for a fact that Epstein Barr virus caused my MS. Like most people, I never even knew when I caught it. Never had mono, never had any symptoms. But I guess when that happened, it was like a silent trigger. Then came Ocrevus. I'm confident it shut that door, wiping out every B cell infected with EBV that expresses CD20. So I stopped my MS, but I didn't heal. Not until niacin. The first time I flushed, I freaked out. My face turned red, my skin was on fire. I actually went to the ER. Looking back, it's just a funny story now. Because that flush, was that the start of something incredible?
Niacin's flush effect is caused by prostaglandin D2 release, a sign of capillary dilation. It's uncomfortable, but harmless. And it may actually signal the start of the immune clearing process that makes remyelination possible.
Now, I don't credit niacin alone. It's part of a bigger picture, what I call my essentials. Weightlifting is super maximal interval training, rowing, pushing heavy loads, short bursts with full recovery, over and over again. Deep restorative sleep. Without it, nothing works. 1 hour being outside in the sun every day. Letting light recalibrate my brain. 1 meal a day. On low days. A 4-hour window eating window on high days. 3 drops of nascent iodine every morning. And complete elimination of caffeine. Because stimulation isn't the same as energy. It took me years to build this system. I didn't wake up one morning and do all of this perfectly. Every step was an adjustment. Every improvement in my body gave me the momentum to go further, keep pushing myself because I kept on feeling it. All of that created the environment. But niacin was the spark that set it in high gear.
Every time you train with heavy loads, you don't just build muscle. You trigger the release of powerful growth factors like IGF-1 and BDNF. These factors cross into the brain, stimulating OPCs, boosting plasticity, and encouraging myelin repair. They tell the nervous system, this circuit matters, reinforce it.
But it wasn't just niacin. All of this because of the environment I built. And if I had to point to two most important pieces, it's weightlifting and rowing. I didn't know it back then. But every time I picked up a dumbbell, every time I pushed through a rowing interval, I was sending that message over and over again.
Intense effort signals demand, and full rest gives the body time to adapt. That rhythm, burst, recover, rebuild, is exactly how the CNS responds to remyelination cues. The load tells it where to focus. The recovery gives it time to act. And NAD Plus provides the energy to make it happen.
I wasn't just training muscles. I was rebuilding pathways. I just didn't know it yet.
Remyelination requires energy. OPCs need ATP to differentiate and synthesize myelin proteins. Exercise activates mitochondrial biogenesis, giving OPCs the fuel to finish the job.
That's why this didn't happen overnight. It took time to build, time to clear the debris, time to let the system wake up and respond. I've probably fallen hundreds of times. Walking has always been my number one biggest struggle with MS. There were years I was terrified to step off a curb. Every single uneven surface was a risk. I used to watch people walk without thinking, and I remember when I was like that too, before MS ever showed up. But here is what's wild. I now realize why I used to fall. It wasn't just muscle weakness or fatigue. It was incomplete signaling. I wasn't bringing my right leg forward enough to catch myself. My nervous system had just lost that connection. It was gone. But now, that's changing.
This could be explained by remyelination of descending motor pathways that control stride timing and weight shifting. Repaired myelin restores conduction speed and allows the brain to rebuild accurate movement patterns.
It's so hard to describe what I feel. Joy is close. But this goes deeper. Sometimes I try to remember all the symptoms I used to have, but they're fading so fast. I can't even list them all anymore. It's like I'm getting the Steve before MS back. Not just a better day, but a whole new reality. And it's not just walking. It's mental clarity. It's balance. It's waking up and embracing life, symptom-free. These are things I didn't think I'd ever feel again. Not like this.
This isn't just rewiring, it's repair. OPCs that had grown dormant, aged, blocked, or exhausted are now active again. Fueled by NAD+, freed from debris, and guided by healthy signaling, they're building new myelin sheaths, not in theory, in you.
That's what this feels like. Like something in me has shifted permanently. And if I'm right, then this recovery isn't temporary. It's the beginning of a new chapter.
Remyelination doesn't always look dramatic at first. It's subtle. It starts with better signal fidelity, a little more speed, a little more coordination. Then, suddenly, function returns. Not because of a miracle, but because the nervous system is finally free to do what it was always designed to do.
If you're on this path, if you're trying to recover, don't give up. Start building the essentials in you. Start clearing the road for your own healing to happen. You're not broken. You're blocked. And you might just need the right key. The niacin key. If you want to go deeper, come hang out on Patreon. That's where I first heard about niacin. That one live chat changed everything. Who knows? One day, it might do the same for you.